Dear students, today we are going to discuss transport model considering the solubility, permeability and charge on the drug molecule. I am Dr. Atul Phatak, Modern College of Pharmacy, Nigdi. When we consider the solubility, charge and permeability properties of a drug molecule and how it gets transported through the membrane inside the body, as we know, the mechanism, what it follows is a passive diffusion mechanism. So we have to consider the fixed first law of diffusion. So this passive diffusion of a solute or a drug molecule, it is a product of diffusivity and concentration gradient of the drug or the solute inside the membrane. Here one more parameter is involved, that is the membrane water apparent partition coefficient. This is a ratio of the solubilities of the drug molecule in the two different compartments which are separated by the membrane. Here one important thing is, for the ionizable molecules, they will get permeated by the passive diffusion more effectively when they are in the uncharged form at the membrane surface. So this gives the input of pH partition hypothesis. The amount of uncharged form which is present at the given pH, which directly contributes to the flux, it depends upon so many factors. Few of them are the pH of the environmental condition where the transport is going on, binding to the indigenous carriers like proteins, bile acids, self-binding, which is also due to the aggregation or micelle formation, and most importantly solubility, that is a solid solubility of a solid state form of that drug. This low solubility, which is a thermodynamic speed breaker, which lowers the opportunity for the transport. In this way, the limited solubility and permeability, they are linked kinetic and thermodynamic part of the transport across the membrane. Therefore, we are studying this as a label of transport model. Now, to study it in detail, we have to consider one experiment. Now consider a vessel which is divided into two chambers, and this vessel is separated by a homogeneous lipid membrane, and the left side of that vessel is a donor compartment where the drug molecules are introduced, and the right side is an acceptor compartment where there is no drug molecules present. Now look at the transport model, drug transport model, considering the three properties of the drug molecules like permeability of a drug, solubility of a drug and charge present on the drug. As we have to study this considering an experiment in which we are considering a vessel. This vessel is divided by a membrane which is having some definite thickness. Let us consider the thickness of the membrane is H. Here the membrane is separating the vessel into two compartments. One compartment is a donor compartment where we are going to introduce the drug molecule. The second compartment is the acceptor compartment where the drug is going to get transported or permeated. Now in this donor compartment, let us say we have added a known quantity of a drug molecule. Then these drug molecules, they will get dispersed into this donor compartment and they will be available here in two forms. One is ionized form, one is unionized form. So this is unionized, unchanged form, and few are there which are in charged form. So this membrane is separating the donor and acceptor compartment. Now the concentration of drug in the donor compartment is CD, and concentration of drug in the acceptor compartment is Ca. Now the concentration of a drug which is in the donor compartment is going to get changed. So this change in the concentration of drug molecules in the donor compartment which is going to the acceptor compartment, this change in the concentration of drug from one compartment to another compartment, this can be given by the Fick's law of diffusion, and it is dependent upon the concentration gradient. So what it means, change in the concentration in the donor compartment and change in the concentration. So this is represented by the equation as the concentration here. When the molecules, they will travel through this membrane which is having a thickness of H, the concentration of the drug which is near the membrane is CO, and the concentration of the drug which is here, which is near to the acceptor compartment, here the concentration can be represented as CH. So the difference between the concentration of the drug at the initial surface of the membrane and the surface which is connected with the acceptor compartment, so this difference is going to decide the rate of the transport. As per the Fick's first law, we can give the equation for the flux or the amount or a rate of the drug which is getting transported by the equation, that is dm into dcm divided by dx, that is the rate of change in the concentration. This is proportional to, and the coefficient involved is the diffusivity. So this is the diffusivity. Then as we know, as per the Fick's first law of diffusion, this rate of change in the concentration in two compartments can be given by, or it is governed by the concentration of the drug in the initial surface of the compartment and the surface which is exposed to the acceptor. So this is, we have got this equation, and this membrane is having the thickness of H. Therefore the same equation now we can write it like this: it is a diffusivity multiplied by concentration where the surface is introduced, concentration of the drug which is near to the acceptor compartment divided by thickness. So this can be also given in this form. Now the total entrance or the transport of the drug, which is again governed by the charge also, so is given by now the diffusivity multiplied by the partition coefficient, because this partitioning is dependent upon the ionization as well as the solubility properties of the drug. So that constant is involved here, and concentration in the donor compartment minus concentration in the acceptor compartment divided by H. Now you can see in this equation for the flux, so many constants are involved. When we are going to use only a single constant, instead of using diffusivity as a constant, partition coefficient of a drug as a constant, and thickness of the membrane as a constant, so all these are the constant terms. Instead of all these three constants, if we use the term permeability of a drug, a single constant multiplied by concentration difference of the drug in the donor compartment minus concentration of the drug in the acceptor compartment. So the equation as per the Fick's law of diffusion, now the flux equation, it is dependent upon now, or it is proportional to which parameter is the permeability and concentration of the drug in the donor and acceptor compartment. This is the concentration gradient, this is the permeability, and this is the flux. Flux means at what rate this permeation or transport is taking place. Okay, so by using this transport model, we can understand how the rate at which the drug is transporting or flux can be estimated, can be studied. So for that purpose, we need which characteristics, which parameters, as we have started the transport model, considering the three parameters as permeability, solubility, and the charge. So permeability, concentration of drug in the donor and acceptor compartment, which is dependent upon the solubility properties of the drug and the charge of a drug. So like this we can discuss, study the transport model, and this is a basic model which can be used in the measurement of physicochemical parameters and interpretation of their role in the absorption process of the drug. Okay, thank you.